around. I don't even know myself anymore. Take what you want and then it's time to leave. Beginning to think I never knew you at all. Walking on eggshells every time you come around.
Hello, everybody, and welcome back to the Looks like we're gonna have some got plenty of drivers in the field. When you're out of your running here. Good race here tonight. Well, actually, USA.
You can come and see me. Well, can you hear my words? 'Cause they're coming through in verse, crashing like the
That would
waves
explain why
around
my
you.
car wouldn't handle when I went on track to run a couple times last year. The track was like, I had
Well, I
no
told
setup.
you once, oh yes, I've told you twice. I ain't got time for the mess or the stress of your test, 'cause it's for the birds, baby, it's for the birds. Don't know how you do what you do, what you do to me. Little while I come and through, see what you mean. And I don't wanna run, I'm gonna, 'cause I gotta leave. I lost a taste for this chase and I better go, I better go.
See what the
Because this house ain't a home any longer. When you're out on your own, now are you stranger? Well, I'm free now, how do you feel me? And when it's for real, now you can come and see me. 'Cause this house ain't a home any longer. When you're out on your own, now are you stranger? This house ain't a home any longer. When you're out on your own, now are you stranger? Well, I'm free now, how do you feel me? And when it's for real, now you can come and see, or you can come and see me.
facebook.com/forthebirds316 if you want to check them out. Good stuff.
You've got it all under control now. Oh, I'm gonna take my hands off it. You've got it, you've got it, you've got it all figured out now. Yeah, yeah. What's the price for the ones that we love? Gonna cost you everything. Gonna cost you everything. What's the price for the one that we hold? Gonna cost your blood, sweat, and tears, all your fears and all your control. What's the price for the one that we love? Gonna cost you everything. Gonna cost you everything. What's the price for the one that we hold? Yeah, yeah, yeah. You've got it, you've got it all figured out now. Yeah, I won't interfere with you.
Practice.
You've got it, you've got it all mapped out now. Yeah, I won't ride along with you. You've got it, you've got it, you've got it all under control now. Oh, I'm gonna take my hands off it. You've got it, you've got it, you've got it all figured out now. Yeah, yeah. What's the price for the one that we love? Gonna cost you everything. Gonna cost you everything. What's the price for the one that we hold? Gonna cost your blood, sweat, and tears, all your fears and all your control. What's the price for the one that we love? Gonna cost
Well,
you
Tom,
everything.
as they get the heat
Gonna cost
races
you
lined up,
everything.
I want to chat a little bit with you about
Price for the
racing,
one that we hold.
this track in general.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Here at USA Asphalt versus Dirt, I find this track pretty interesting. It's got a unique configuration to me while it's on dirt. You have to hit the two corners very difficult.
Where we
Yeah, I've had a lot of fun racing here, both on asphalt and dirt. Like you say, the corners are very different on each end. Should see some good side-by-side racing. We've had a little bit of success here earlier this season in the street stocks. That being said, I don't know, it looks like it's going to be a pretty good matchup tonight. Looks like the heats are pretty equally stacked as well. Should be fun to see who makes the top two, top three to make that A-main transfer.
Well, I agree 100%, and I think this track is really neat for the sprint cars too. You know, if you try and get down on the bottom, it's a tough line to hit, but if you hit it, you can really get moving and running right up against the wall. There's nothing like seeing a winged sprint car up against the wall at any racetrack, but especially here. It's just so unique and so awesome.
Looks like we're going to have a total of 16 drivers on the track tonight. We're going to be running 3 separate heats kicking off here shortly. First one we're going to be looking at on the inside pole, number 49 Lawson. Outside pole will be 19 Watkins. Number 11 Battles on the inside, and number 18 Jarvis on the outside. Coming up third row will be Wallace in the number 21, and 75 Nunn on the outside third row.
Yeah, this first heat race looks to be a good one. Definitely want to keep your eye on the 75 of James Nunn. He got a victory in the 410 sprint cars, I believe it was last night over at JSRL. So he's looking to continue on his little hot streak that he's got building here. But coming from the back of the heat race, that's not easy no matter what you run or where you're at. But it'll be interesting to see if he can't move up through the field.
Yeah, he's always been a fun one to watch out here. I really like the 19 of Watkins too. He's generally been pretty quick in these races as well. As long as he can stay out of trouble, he's always been fast. It just seems like the last couple of Sundays he's been caught up, mired up in the middle of the pack or to the back of the pack and got taken out a time or two, but looking forward to him having a breakout week this also.
Yeah, we definitely hope to see some good, clean racing. But with these wing sprint cars, you always run that risk of getting together with somebody with open wheels, and that can spell disaster depending on the way you collide with another car. as we progress through the evening here, we're gonna interview each heat race winner. Try and get the guys here in the booth and kind of talk about the track and how their car is handling and maybe some insight on what they're going to do to set up their cars for the feature. I always find it really interesting because everybody's always so different and you can always get such good close racing and everybody's got such different strategies for it. I love it.
Yeah, it should be a lot of fun looking at here. Probably going kicking off the heat race. I guess they're going to start around 8:30 is what I'm hearing now from the track. So we got a few minutes. Sit back and relax and listen to some of that good music, and we'll be back to you shortly.
set Tommy B to go get last week's winner. We're going to do a short interview with him and see what he thinks of the track for this week and just kind of pick his brain a little bit, what he thinks here in round number 2 of the National Sim Racing League's 360 Summer Sprint Car Series here at USA Speedway. Andrew should be joining us anytime. And joining us in the booth, the man, the myth, the legend, my brother, Andrew Schaefer. How are you, buddy?
Oh, what's going on, Ducky?
So, last week, you picked up the victory over at Eldora. This week, we're way down south here at USA. What are you thinking so far of the car and the track?
I'm not really too sure. It's not really my favorite track. I like it, but I'm not really too familiar with it in the wing cars. But it should be a good night as long as I don't start in the back.
Yeah, it'll be interesting to watch you race. You ran a heck of a race last week. You and Jeremy Rucker there putting on a show up front. Hopefully we can get some racing like that again for this week, because that was cool to watch. I was on track and I was having fun watching you guys from the back.
Yeah, I had a good time. It's always fun racing with Jeremy. He's a good sport. I had a good time, man. It was really close racing pretty much from the start of the race. Really unfortunate it came down to a yellow flag. It's not the way I wanted to get the win.
Well, Andrew, we just wanted to chat at you for a little bit and pick your brain. Good luck tonight, and hopefully we will be talking to you later on this evening, sir.
Thank you. Y'all have a good evening.
And that was last week's winner, Andrew Schaefer. Pulled off a very good win, battling with Jeremy Rucker last week at Eldora, Tom, and I look for him to make some waves again here tonight. He seems to be pretty good in these cars.
Yeah, me too. I mean, it was pretty exciting racing last week. It was pretty good.
Yeah, we can only hope we get some racing like we did last week, because that was really cool.
Ladies and gentlemen, as we get ready to go into the heats here, I want you to think about Memorial Day. We're putting on a pretty big race with Simcast TV and NSRL. It's called the Gone But Not Forgotten 100. Be 100 laps at Eldora in the super late models. Primarily, we're putting this race on to raise some money for the Wounded Warrior Project. So anybody can get in this race that wants to. It is a $5 donation to the Wounded Warrior Project to participate, and we're also going to have a minimum of $200 in purse that I was just updated with earlier tonight to go out. That we'll be giving out in prizes to winners and racers throughout the evening. So come join us, tell your friends and family, go to our website or go to the Facebook page for NSRL, which is National Sim Racing League. Check us out and donate if you will. And if you are interested in signing up, go to the website www.simcast.news to sign up for this race, and we'll get you registered and get you taken care of. Look forward to seeing you there next Sunday.
And feel free, donate more than $5 if you can. Donate 15, donate 20. It's a great cause for people who have sacrificed to defend this country, and we definitely appreciate all of them. So we need to help them as much as we can, because they've definitely done a lot for us. So as all the drivers and teams are gearing up for the first heat race here, how do you think the track's going to hold up, Tom? With these cars ripping up the track, do you think Heat 1's going to be a little bit faster than Heat 3, or do you think the track's going to hold?
Yeah, you know what? Generally, I think it's going to be quite a bit better traction. It's going to be quite a bit quicker in Heat 1 versus Heat 3 once it gets braked in. And looks like we just got into the heat server set up. We're going to be moving into the heat races here shortly. But you know what? All depends on the state and how much practice we get out there and see what we can. Hopefully, we'll get to see a lot of two groove racing tonight.
Yeah, I hope we get to see some good racing. I definitely want to see two grooves. And I want to see some good slide jobs too, man. I don't think there's anything better than a good slide job.
I have to agree with you there, Dewey. Nothing better than a good old slide job.
Yeah, I've been on the receiving end of a good slide job, and I've been on the receiving end of a bad slide job. And from personal experience, I don't like the bad ones.
Rumor has it we got a racer out there. His name's Jeremy Rucker. He'll take any kind of slide job he can get.
It looks like they're getting ready to line up heat race number 1. And they're pulling off all the cars. some practicing, and we're going to line up some heat races. And Tommy V, we're going to go racing.
Doggone right we are. We've been sitting here waiting for this for a little while now, getting it all set up, ready to go. It's going to have a lot of fun tonight at USA Speedway. Hopefully we see a lot, and I mean a lot, of quality slide jobs tonight. Looking forward to it.
You and me both. I can't wait. With the way this track is, it is set up perfect for a slide job and for a guy to cut right back underneath them, drag race down the straightaway, and do it all over again. I can't wait.
Looks like, ladies and gentlemen, we're getting ready to get the first group out there for the heat races. We're going to start out with number 15, Dillard, in the pole. Schaefer, number 16, on the outside. The 00 Brazil on the inside. And outside will be Ryan Ayers, and bringing up third row inside will be Jeremy Rucker in the number 12 car.
Looks to be an interesting heat race to me, Tommy V. You got Andrew Schaefer, who won last week. He gets to start front row outside, and the guy who pressured him for the entire feature, Jeremy Rucker, he's got to start donkey on this heat race. So I'm really curious to see if he can't make some moves. We got some cars rolling on track here. Everybody trying to get lined up here for this first heat race.
Yeah, it's good to see we got some new racers that we haven't seen in here before tonight. I think the 00 Brazil's, this will be his first time running with us. Should be a lot of fun.
Yeah, it's always good to see new faces here running with the series. You definitely want to see it grow. So if there's anybody watching who's interested in racing, come on out next week and see what you got. Michael Dullard on the pole out of Winterset, Iowa. Andrew Schaefer out of Jefferson City, Missouri, to his outside, rolling through turn 3 and 4 here.
Looks like we're going green this time, coming out of 4. Tighten up those belts. Pull your hats down. Let's go racing, fellas.
We are green out of 4. Green flag racing here at USA Speedway heat race number 1. Dullard pulls out to a beautiful lead here coming out of 2, but there looks to be some pressure as they are 2 and 3 wide right behind him. Rick Brazel now in second place. Andrew Schaefer in third, and Ryan Ayers to his inside in fourth, with Rucker rounding out the top 5. Give lap 1 to Dullard. Brazel running the inside, and you've got Andrew Schaefer to his outside. And Ryan Ayers makes a good move down on the inside, side by side, coming down the back straightaway here. Forrest Lane, also known as Andrew Schaefer, up to the high side. Give him second place. Oh, big contact between Rucker and Ryan Ayers there. They were able to gather it back up, but that really is going to thin out the herd here. And we got single file racing going on, and guys are going to have to start making some moves here as we're running out of laps.
That looks like somebody just made a charge into third place there. It looks like the number 12, Jeremy Rucker. He's going to have to put it down here to catch the first and second place car. I see him gaining now coming out of turn 2. It looks like turn 3 and 4 are going to be busy.
Jeremy Rucker's looking very fast here in heat race number 1, trying to run down Andrew Schaefer, who changed his line down to the bottom here. We are halfway down here in heat race number 1. Michael Dollard has led every lap so far. Close in tow, second place Andrew Schaefer, third place Jeremy Rucker, and they are battling hard just like last week as Ryan Ayers into the wall coming down the back straightaway. Dollard still holding a good lead here in front of Forest Lane. Andrew Schaefer, whatever you may call him, I call him the Foxman. As we're rolling through turns 1 and 2 here, he has got a decent little gap here on Jeremy Rucker, as Ryan Ayers is trying to run him back down for third. Laps winding down, your order remains the same. Flag, Michael Dollard still in first, Andrew Schaefer in second. You got Jeremy Rucker in third, Ryan Ayers in fourth. Rucker looking for the move on the inside of Andrew Schaefer down the back straightaway. He's not going to get it, going through 3 and 4. Can Rucker get it here?
He's got a little bit of drive, slides up. Oh, just gets a little sideways coming out of 4. Otherwise, might have been pretty close to
Great
getting that second place
race.
finish.
That was a close one there. I agree with you, Tommy V. That was awesome. So lining it up from the back, Rick Brazel will finish in 5th. Ryan Ayers will finish in 4th. Jeremy Rucker in 3rd. Andrew Schaefer in 2nd. And bringing home heat race number 1, Michael Dollard. He didn't want me to call him Michael, but you got to tease the guys a little bit. You know what I mean? Heading down to talk to heat race winner number 1, Michael Dollard. Michael, welcome to the broadcast booth and congratulations on heat race number 1.
Thank you, gentlemen. Pleased to join you.
Looked like you got out to a pretty good start there and just never looked back, Michael. How's everything been going on the track there? What do you see the conditions like right now?
It's definitely going to be a tricky track. Definitely driver track for sure. You're going to have to drive with an egg under that pedal for sure come main time. So
It looked like you were running really well out there. They were kind of able to catch you there at the beginning, and then once you got your rhythm, you were moving pretty good, and you looked like no one was going to touch you there in heat race number 1. Good job, buddy.
thanks, guys. Let's hope we can duplicate for the main.
Sounds good, Michael. We'll see you there. You got anybody you want to thank tonight?
I'd like to thank Chris Watkins and the guys at NLSR for putting this thing on. Been having a blast.
Sounds good. Again, good luck in the A main. Looking forward to see you run there, and it looks like it's going to be a lot of fun later.
Thanks, gentlemen. Have a good night.
And that was heat race winner number 1, Michael Dollard. Heat race number 2 on track now. Josh Battles will be on the pole. To his outside will be the 19 of Chris Watkins. Quinn Wallace will be second row inside. To his outside in the 18 car is Jarvis, and last, James Nunn.
Who do you like here, Dewey?
I'm going to take the 19, and here we go out of 4. Green flag. And we got them side by side coming down the back straightaway, and give it to Chris Watkins heading down into turn 3 and 4 with a good run on the outside from Josh Battles. And it looks like everyone's going to try up on the high side coming out of 4.
looked like Wallace got a little loose out there with a little shake coming out of turn 3.
Oh, we got
somebody
battles in the
up
wall
high.
upside down. Quinn Wallace is going to battle for second place here.
Races keep moving, but no cautions during the heat race. Looks like you've got some good 3 wide racing back there in the back for second, third, and fourth place.
I'm not sure how they all fit 3 wide, but they're going to come out of 2, and James Nunn is going to get the better of it here, as Quinn Wallace is going to shuffle the back, and Cody Jarvis now is going to look to the outside of Nunn for second. James got a
like
great
the
run.
Highline's got pretty good setup so far. The Highline seems to be going pretty fast. Got James Nunn coming up hard from last place into the second now. See if he can make any headway against Watkins, the 19th, who have seemed to pulled away here at the halfway mark.
And he is looking strong as we are halfway here, and everybody's trying to run the high side. It looks a little tricky, but if you hit it right, it is fast. As Quinn Wallace was able to get around Jarvis, he now rides in third. James Nunn is still second, and your leader by quite a bit right now in the 19 car is Chris Watkins. If he gathers it up, holds it in, he's going to get this heat race win here in heat number 2.
This time by 2 to go, so next time around we'll be picking up the white flag. Looks like they're starting to spread out a little bit. Running 1, 2, 3, and 4. Start with Watkins, Nunn, Wallace. And then bringing up the rear is Mr. Battle.
White flag, that means 1 to go. Your leader, Chris Watkins, by quite a bit over James Nunn, who looks like he's been able to reel him in a little bit here. He just ran out of laps, coming out of 3 and 4. Checkered flag will wave for Chris Watkins. And looks like James Nunn may have run out of gas here. James Nunn has run out of gas coming to the line. That's going to give Quinn Wallace second place, and you're going to put Cody Jarvis in third. So Battles will be the last finishing car as he flipped out of this heat race. I can't believe that James Nunn had such a strong heat race and ran out of gas. And we're going to get a word here with your heat race number 2 winner, Chris Watkins. Chris, winning heat number 2, how was your car?
I was pretty good, a little loose coming off, but make a few adjustments and get ready for this A feature here.
Well, Chris, you jumped out to a commanding lead, and you looked like you didn't want them guys to catch you, and it was pretty crazy back there, but your car looked really awesome up on the high side, and congratulations on your win here in heat number 2.
Appreciate it. I would like to have tried the bottom there a little bit, but I was scared they'd run me down, so we'll see how it goes in the A feature.
Alrighty, that was heat race number 2 winner, Chris Watkins. Heat race number 3 on the track now. Starting on the pole position is Brant Morrow, and to his outside looks to be the 71 car of Anthony Miller. Second row inside, the 84 car of Cale Stinson out of Vandalia, Ohio. 49 of Chris Lawson will be in fourth, and riding donkey Michael Haman, who is very quick. I'm going to roll with the 019 car for the win.
Yeah, I would like to see somebody come from behind here in this heat to win. I'm going to have to go with Miller, though. He's been pretty quick in practice and spent some time on this track, so we'll see how it turns out. Looks like we got a jump from the pole sitter Morrow right off the bat, pulling away.
And the battle for second place is on here between the 84 and the 71 of Stinson and Miller. Miller down on the inside trying to throw the slide job. Doesn't get it done. Stinson still there on the outside here. What a race for second place right now. Miller will follow him up onto the high side here as 1, 2, and 3 throw a blanket over him. They're so close. Coming down the back straightaway. Michael Haman trying to enter his nose into the picture. Stinson down on the inside for the lead from Brant Morrow. Throws a slide job. Is it going to stick? He's got him coming out of 4. Give it to Cale Stinson. Morrow tried the inside line there coming out of 2. Didn't get it to work. Lost quite a bit of ground. And now Anthony Miller's going to look to his outside here coming through 3 and 4. Morrow too strong on the inside. Second, third, and fourth place halfway down, and you can throw a blanket over top of him as Miller is trying to pick his line, pick the right time to get around Morrow. But Morrow running strong there on the high side. Michael Haman is just biding his time, hoping these guys make a little bit of contact and he can sneak by. They're 3 wide coming out of 4, back down to 2 wide. Miller's looking to the inside of Morrow for second place. Miller tries it down on the bottom, see if he can't get it to stick here. Coming out of turn 2, throws a big-time slider, and he's got him. A little bit of contact. Morrow into the wall. Michael Haman able to escape, but Brant Morrow's car looks to be done for the evening. Or in the heat race, my apologies. But the battle is not over yet, Tom, as we've got the 019 car of Michael Haman all over the back of the 71 of Anthony Miller.
Yeah, right now that appears to be the place to watch. You got the leader who's pulling away by just under a second. And second and third place looks like where we're going here with 1 lap to go, white flag. Let's see who picks up the second place spot. Is it going to be Morrow? Is it going to be Miller? I'd hate to say it. I'm going with Miller. That's what I called at the beginning. Is he going to finish higher than Morrow? We will see. Or Hammond.
Down on the inside, Hammond coming out of 4, throwing a big-time slider, but he didn't want to get into him. Checking flag, comes out for Cale Stinson. Anthony Miller finishes in second. Michael Haman in third. We'll get the rest of the lineup here as I catch up with all these guys. Chris Lawson will be 4th, and Morrow will finish in 5th with a tough break. So we'll try and catch up with Cale the Snail Stinson out of Vandalia, Ohio. Driving the 84 Foxhound Graphics Stinson Concrete 360 sprint car.
Yeah, we had some pretty good tight racing there. Just unfortunate for Morrow there. Him and I think it was 71 got together there up doors of the wall coming out of turn 4. And you know what? That's what happens sometimes. These wheels just touch a little bit and sends a guy off into the fence.
Yeah, if you get into another driver, it spells disaster. And here in the booth, the driver of the 84 car, winner of heat race number 3, Cale Stinson. Cale, congratulations on heat race win number 3.
Thank you, Dewey. It was a nervous one, but at first it was. But I led pretty much the whole race, was able to hang on to it, and picked up the W.
It looks like once you pulled out to the lead there, you did not look back as there was some great racing behind you, but you just hit your marks and really took off there with that heat race win.
Right. I was worried about running out of fuel, so I wasn't going to look at my fuel. That was really concerning me. But I had plenty.
Turned out pretty good, Cale. Good run in that heat there. Just quick, you have anybody you want to thank at this time?
I want to thank Andrew Schaefer, Forrest Lane, and Dewey here in the broadcast booth. Those two have been very nice to me since I started sim racing.
It's not a problem, Kale. You're a good kid, and you're a very hard driver, and you're very determined. And everybody likes to see somebody succeed whenever they first start out, and you're very dedicated at what you're doing, and we just like to watch you race. So thanks for joining us here. We hope to talk to you a little bit later on tonight for the A main, and good luck. And that was Cale Stinson, winner of heat number 3 in the 84 car. Tom, that was a pretty exciting race for second place there between Miller and Michael Haman. I hope we see more of that later on tonight.
Yeah, I think we're going to see a lot of side-by-side tight racing here once the main comes up. Track's getting worked in. It's going to be a lot of fun tonight. It looks like we got both high and low lines running, so it should be some good competitive racing, hopefully clean racing this here in the feature, and we'll get ready to send her off there. Who do you got? We need to thank some of our sponsors, do we? Who do you got that we can thank really quick?
Oh, we've got a few of them here. First and foremost, Simcast TV for putting us on the broadcast, for putting this race on the broadcast. Tom Jenks and everybody. Just awesome job from those guys. Aero Wraps for graphic design and everything in between. They do a great job there. Dodge Boys, and last but not least, Ruthound Wire Hairs. I hope I said that one right. But we thank all of them for helping us go along with all this and being able to present this to everybody and have a good time.
And again, I just want to touch base one more time, ladies and gentlemen. We are going to be putting on a race on Memorial Day. It's called the NSRL Gone But Not Forgotten 100. We're going to be racing the super late models at Eldora. We're going to have multiple heats, a lot of drivers signed up. So if you know anybody who's interested in running that, it is a $5 donation. All proceeds going towards the Wounded Warrior Project. For those racers, whoever donates, you can donate 5, 10, 15, but we do ask for a minimum $5 donation to run. We're going to have multiple heats and possibly B main and A main, and it's going to be a lot of fun. Those of you who are also interested in winning a little bit of money, right now we got a minimum $200 worth of purse money that we've raised that we're going to be giving out to the drivers too. So come out, have some fun, maybe take home some cash. If you have any questions or how to register, just go to www.simcastnews.com and they'll get you taken care of.
Another interesting little bit that will be happening during the Gone But Not Forgotten 100 is the pole shuffle for the top 12, and that will set the starting lineup for the feature. So if you finish high enough in your heat race, whether it's top 2, top 3, however many heat races there are depending on car count, you'll be in the pole shuffle, and you'll have to race your way up to earn the pole for the 100-lap main event. It's one-on-one racing, and I love it. I don't know if you've ever seen a pole shuffle before, but it is a good time, Tommy V.
Yeah, I've heard a little bit about it. I haven't got to see it, but that is going to be a lot of fun. Some good extra bonus racing to see who's going to take home the pole that day.
That's always a good time. We've got your A main lineup here, and we will read that off here in just a moment. So, sorry for the little intermission here. Got some track prep, some server switching, some technical things we have to do for all these sim racers to be able to hammer down for 30 laps on USA Raceway here. As this is round 2 of the NSRL 360 Summer Sprint Car Series. And if it's anything like race number 1 last week, this should be a great A main. So as we said, we'll pause for a second as we get the A main server ready to go. Once we enter in there, we'll read off your lineup and we will go 30 laps around USA International Speedway. And during this short intermission, we would like to thank everybody for watching and enjoy some clips, highlights, whatever may have you of the World of Outlaw Sprint Car Series here as we prepare for tonight's A-Main with NSRL.
Turn 3 for the first time. McDowell sitting in the third spot. Sitting fourth is going to be Davenport. It's showtime! Off of turn number 2, Brandon Shepard will show the way early as he did last night. Moran will go to second, Marlar third, Herb fourth. Here comes Shirley to the outside of Eckert. Battle for fifth. Lap 1 will go to Shepard. Close quarters racing right now around Ducktona until it separates a little bit. Battle for the number 5 spot continues between Shirley and Eckert. Battle for 7th between Overton and Wells. Battle for 9th between the 15 of Francis and the 98 of Hickerson. Now Mike Marlar used that high side momentum, but it wasn't to his advantage. Wasn't able to get by. He'll stay married to the top side of the racetrack. Now he'll try and change lanes right in front of Rick Eckert. Daring move, but it paid off. Field already halfway around the Duck River Raceway Park. And 10th is Eric Hickerson. How about Brian Shirley spun out early in the event, and he's ninth, and we got trouble over in turn number 4. Miranda's broke. Devin Miranda's got trouble. We got caution. Comes up short. Marler will stay up high. Mike Marler, better on the bottom in 2. Got underneath Shepard, but Shepard holds him off.
Two barrel angles, this stage, 2 barrel angles. Easy, gotta win. Mike Marler.
Mike Marler working on Shepard again. They got a good run off of turn number 2 on the high side. This time he's got the advantage. Final time around Ducktona. Down the backstretch, Marler, car length and a half lead. He'll work his way out of turn number 4. His second ever Craftsman Club feature. It's Mike Marler, the Winfield Warrior. Second will go to Shepard.
Green flag waves on the main event, the Gettysburg Clash at the Lincoln Speedway. Into corner number 1, down low, it's the 5 of David Gravel, up high the 9 of Darren Pittman. Danny Dietrich and Freddie Raymer going at it. Now Raymer takes a peek to the inside of Pittman, racing for second. Lap number 1 belongs to David Gravel. Dietrich coming after Raymer for third, couldn't make the pass on the top out of turn 4, but he'll go to the low side of the speedway and take the spot away from Freddie Raymer. Coming out of turn 2, Danny Dietrich up to third. David Gravel, Darren Pittman, Danny Dietrich, Freddie Raymer, and Brad Sweet, your top 5. Joe Saldana in 6th. Oh, trouble car spinning in turns 1 and 2. It's Raymer. Freddie Raymer loops the number 51. Back underway. Into turn 1, Brad Sweet around the outside of Danny Dietrich. Dietrich digs back down low in 1 and 2. Comes back at Sweet. Good battle for third between Danny Dietrich down low and Brad Sweet up high. Again, the top has been better recently in turns 3 and 4. The bottom stronger in turns 1 and 2. Sweet uses the top to sail around the outside of Dietrich and then go back to the bottom of the speedway in 1 and 2. Dietrich looks to the top. Sheldon Hodenshield on the top of the speedway. Hodenshield now into 5th and looking for 4th with a big slider in 3 and 4. Hodenshield drifts up the racetrack. Danny Dietrich back to his inside. Danny Dietrich and Sheldon Hodenshield racing for 4th. Hodenshield way up the racetrack in turn 1. Gathered it back in. Sheldon Hodenshield way high in 1 and 2. Darren Pittman. And now Danny Dietrich closing in on Sweet. A slide job there in 3 and 4. Sweet turns it back to his inside. Brad Sweet and Danny Dietrich wheel to wheel for third down the front stretch. Dietrich on the cushion maintains that spot, and now Sheldon Hodenshield tried to take advantage, just was not close enough. Dietrich now to the bottom in 3 and 4, going to try to slide Pittman for second. Can't get it done there. 15 laps down, 20 laps to go in the Gettysburg Clash of the Lincoln Speedway. Leader David Gravel continuing to work the traffic now. Look to the outside of the number 8 of Billy Dietrich. Slide job again by Danny Dietrich now. He'll take second from Darren Pittman, at least momentarily. Pittman works back to the inside into turn 1. Pittman hugs the bottom, Dietrich on the cushion. Danny Dietrich second now, working the top of the speedway in 1 and 2. Heavier traffic now for race leader. David Gravel works his way to the inside of Freddie Raymer. Still 3-lap cars between the leader and second place Danny Dietrich. Oh, Sheldon Hodenshield is sideways in 1 and 2. He'll keep the engine fired, will stay green. He lost a couple of spots there, but Sheldon Hodenshield looped the car at the entrance of turn 1. Gravel works the low side in 3 and 4. Meanwhile, Darren Pittman all over Danny Dietrich. The race for second into turn 3. Give it to Pittman.
Jinx, go through,
Pittman,
find
Danny
official
Dietrich
races,
gets in
watch.
with the 7S of Jason Sides, who spins. Keeps the engine fired. Checkered flag set to wave this time. The Gettysburg Clash for 2017 will go to David Gravel in the CJB Motorsports number 5. He's up top. Your main event winner, David Gravel.
For full race results, series news, and features, visit worldofoutlaws.com. And for extended on-demand race coverage, visit dirtvision.com.
Jenks, go in like you were going in to watch one of us run A open.
It is showtime at Williams Grove Speedway right now. Main event is underway. They race out of turn 4 and down the long front straightaway. David Gravel will lead the field into turn 1. Challenge low by the 49 of Brad Sweet.
We're sorry about the delay, folks. Had a little bit of a technical difficulty here, but we're getting it all figured out, getting ready to go green here at USA here in just a few minutes. And once we have everything up and ready to go, we will get rolling.
Down on David Gravel. Brad Sweet second. Then it's Pittman, Hodnett, and Schatz going at it. Hodnett slides up in front of Pittman. Can he hold the lead on the backstretch? Pittman makes a run at him into turn number 3. Hodnett down low. He's got the spot. Donnie Schatz to the cushion in 3 and 4. Now Schatz trying to drive around the outside of Darren Pittman. He'll make the pass. Donnie Schatz crosses the line. Schatz looking good. Goes to the bottom. Tries to slide Hodnett and does. Hodnett ducks under Schatz and drives back by the backstretch. Hodnett back into third. Schatz goes back to the bottom in 3 and 4, working well down on the low side of the speedway. Hodnett will maintain the third spot. Schatz in 4th, Darren Pittman in 5th. Caution on the speedway. Main event is back underway. Once again, David Gravel gets the jump at the green. Staying right with him, Brad Sweet. Sweet to the inside in 1 and 2. Can't pull off the slide job. Donnie Schatz to third on the restart. Hodnett coming right back at him as they cross under the bridge. Schatz to the inside of Hodnett. Can't quite make the pass out of turn 4. They'll go nose to tail into turn 1. Schatz smooth and straight around the bottom of this racetrack. He is all over Hodnett on the backstretch. This time by 8 laps to go in tonight's main event. David Gravel leading it, but Brad Sweet getting closer in traffic. Donnie Schatz again all over Greg Hodnett for third.
All right, it looks like everything's ready to go here.
Around the inside. Hodnett goes
So
to the cushion
we're going to
and pulls him
go
off
with
the corner.
your A main lineup as we get the cameras and everything ready to roll here at
Hodnett
USA.
actually closing on Sweet again. Hodnett has come down in 3 and 4. Donnie Schatz to the inside of Greg Hodnett at the end of the front straightaway. Slide job happening here, and Donnie Schatz takes the third spot away.
And we're
Hodnett
ready
tries
to
turn
go
it back
racing.
underneath him, down the back straightaway. Schatz is third as they cross under the bridge. Gravel to the inside of Thiessen Sides, puts a car between himself and second place. Brad
Cars
Sweet.
pulling out
Sweet
onto the
main
track
on
now,
second
getting
bus over. Here
lined
comes
up.
Donnie Schatz out of turn 2. Sweet and Schatz side by.
Your A main lineup here. Starting on the pole, car number 84. Out of Vandalia, Ohio, that is Cale Stinson, and to his outside in car number 19 from Seagoville, Texas, that'll be Chris Watkins. Second row on the inside in the beautiful number 15 car, that's Michael Dullard. He's out of Winterset, Iowa. To his outside, Quinn Wallace from Brewerton, New York. Third row on the inside, starting in position number 5 in the 12 car out of Wichita, Kansas, it's Jeremy Rucker. And to his outside in the 019, hailing from Ireton, Iowa, will be Michael Homan. And in the fourth row, starting position number 7 out of Jefferson City, Missouri, last week's feature winner in the 87 car, Andrew Schaefer. And to his outside, flanking him in position number 8 in the car, number 71 out of Sugar Creek, Ohio, that will be Anthony Miller. Cody Jarvis will be in the next row. He hails from Mustang, Oklahoma, and to his outside, a fellow Mustang Oklahoman, the Mustang Missile James Nunn. Ryan Ayers in your next row. He hails out of Decorah, Iowa. To his outside is Joshua Battles, and bringing up the rear is Brant Morrow. Brant hailing out of Jasper, Alabama.
Looks like we're getting ready to go here. The pace truck's bringing them around for another lap, and we should be going green here shortly. Just wanted to throw something out quick there, Dewey. Little bit of trivia for the people there watching at home on simcast.tv. You can tell me in the next 5 minutes what the Marine Corps birth date is. I will send you $5 in iRacing credits. Send it over, boys. See who's first.
Hey, look at that, free $5. Hey, if you're feeling froggy, you can turn right around, tell Tommy V to keep that, pay your way into the gone but not forgotten 100 on Memorial Day. Rolling through turns 3 and 4, we're looking to take the green flag here at USA Speedway. As Cale Stinson going to be setting the pace with Watkins to his outside. And here we go, green flag, Cale Stinson out to a big lead. We got cars all over the place coming down the back straightaway. Stinson's still in the lead. We got a spinner, Jeremy Rucker. Whoa, big time wreck there. Cars into the wall and everything. Looks like everyone's able to keep it gathered up.
Ooh, we have a car rolling down the backstretch. Looks like it's number 49.
Everybody's still trying to fan out here. Cale Stinson still in the lead. Right on his tail is Chris Watkins here, as a battle for the lead is looking to ensue into turns 1 and 2. Watkins looking to the inside. Will he have enough down the back straightaway? No, Cale Stinson will keep it hitting into 3 and 4.
We've got 2 cars in the back coming into number 2. There's a caution. I'm going to go back and take a look at it, see what we had happen back there. Give me one moment. I'm going to rerun the replay.
It's a lot of action and not a lot of time here at USA, Tommy V. This is going to be an exciting race from front to back. As Jeremy Rucker's pulling down into the pit area.
Yeah, it looked like that last little bit of contact we had brought out the caution. It looked like the 12 came up and got into the back of the 19, and that's what started it.
As a result, you got 3 cars in the pit area here. Jeremy Rucker, Ryan Ayers, and James Nunn all in the pit area right now.
Yeah. That looked like the 12 bounced off the 19 coming out of the corner there and gathered up the 4.
Well, we're going to roll through your running order here as we just clicked off on lap number 6. The 84 of K.O. Stinson will be your leader. Chris Watkins running in second. Michael Dullard is currently sitting in third. Anthony Miller in fourth. And Quinn Wallace will be fifth. Last week's feature winner, Andrew Schaefer, here in position number 7. Right in front of him is Michael Haman. Behind him, we got Cody Jarvis, Josh Battles, and Brant Morrow to round out the top 10. Lights are out on the pace truck, rolling out of turn 4. Stinson on the hammer. Here we go, green flag. Everybody searching for grip, position, anything they can find here at USA down the back straightaway into turns 3 and 4. As 3rd, 4th, 5th, and 6th are so close together right now, you could throw a blanket over top of them. Andrew Schaefer looking down to the inside here in position number 7, looking to get 6th off of Michael Haman, trying to make the bottom work as everybody runs the high side, but he will lose a lot of ground here in 3 and 4. And Jeremy Rucker right behind Andrew Schaefer, trying to make up some ground on Josh Battles after he was in the pit area. He's got a long way to go to get back up to the front, but he is a car that can compete for the win. On the inside of Battles, looking for 8th place.
We definitely have some pretty exciting racing out there, watching these cars come around the track, coming around the corners. 3, 4 different lines are running right now. Everybody's looking to try to find a little extra grip to see if they can get past the guy in front of them. Looks like we have Rucker coming down on the inside at this time. He slides up, making a little progress.
Yeah, he's one to keep an eye on as we keep clicking off laps here and see if he can't get something working here on the bottom, as everyone seems to be shuffled up to the high side right now, as no one wants to lose any position and go out on a limb and try the bottom. But Chris Watkins in 2nd place, he is kind of catching up to K.O. Stinson here, as little mistakes here or there puts K.O. further ahead, then brings him back. A good little race here as Chris Watkins is just trying to run his line, bide his time, and find the best time to pass K.O. Stinson for the lead. Michael Dullard sitting in 3rd, patiently waiting his time out as well. And Michael Haman down on the bottom here, looking to pass a bunch of cars, but doesn't get anything coming out of the turn. Still in 6th place, as the bottom looks to be just a hair too slow right now, but it might come in later on in the race. We got him 3 wide. We got him making contact. Anthony Miller turns around the 019 of Haman, upside down. Big time yellow flag here. A bunch of cars in the infield wall. Andrew Schaefer has damage. Jeremy Rucker has damage. Ryan Ayers was involved. The 18 of Cody Jarvis was involved. Big time crash here on the front straightaway, Tommy V.
Yeah, that was a pretty exciting wreck right there. I hope everybody made it out safely. Nobody's hurt too bad. We'll go back and take a look at it and see what we can figure out.
With everybody being so fast and so close to one another here, that wreck was huge, as everybody was looking for something. And you're running that close together here in an open wheel sprint car, it's going to get ugly fast if someone gets sideways. Because a lot of these race cars have major damage, and these cars were running into the top 5 as this accident occurred.
Yeah, this definitely looked to be quite the chain reaction here, boys. Coming back with 21 slide up, coming out of turn 4. And looked like he gathered up the, trying to get a viewpoint on the number right now.
Well, no matter which way you look at it here.
That definitely brought up the big one right there. We had the 21 slide up out of turn 4 into the 71, who came down after getting hooked and hooked the 19, and that's where it all started from there, boys. That's when they started tumbling and rolling. Everybody got caught up in the same accident. It's unfortunate, part of racing. Mistakes happen. Let's see what we can do to get this back on the track and get going again here shortly.
Yes, sir, Tommy V. Thank you for reviewing that replay, as that was a lot of madness and not a lot of time. No matter which way you look at it, that's going to be a big shakeup for a lot of these guys. Those were some fast race cars. Cale Stinson still your leader. Chris Watkins is still in second. Michael Dullard in third. That's going to put, looks like the 12 car of Jeremy Rucker will now be in fourth. Ryan Ayers in fifth, as they collected some damage there, but their cars look okay, as that's your new top five. A very different look here. And we'll see if Chris Watkins or Michael Dullard has anything for the 84 car of Cale Stinson. So rolling out of 3 and 4, the Snail, Cale Stinson, still controls the start. And here we go, green flag coming out of turn 4. Just past the halfway point. Does anyone have anything for Cale Stinson? Down into turn 1 and 2 we go.
Tell you what, the 4 car, Ryan Ayers, cut the corner down there entering into turn 1. He was quick.
That was a great pass for the lead, or for fourth place there, as Ryan Ayers, one of the few cars to make the bottom work. Jeremy Rucker seems to have a little bit of damage that's hindering his race car here, as he looks to fall another position in P6 between him and Cody Jarvis. And Jarvis is looking very good down on the bottom here. Him and Rucker are still side by side, as we are 2 by 2 for a couple rows back here. Behind them is Anthony Miller, throws a big time slider, gets into the side of Andrew Schaefer, not able to make it stick, and Miller up into the wall. Cale Stinson still your leader, about a half a second ahead of second place Chris Watkins. Michael Dullard right in tow with him in third. Fourth place is Ryan Ayers. Running in fifth is Cody Jarvis, as him and Jeremy Rucker are still duking it out for that fifth place position, and that allows Andrew Schaefer to try and sneak into the picture. Schaefer looking out of the inside of Rucker for position number 6. He's going to throw a slide job, and we got a yellow. Anthony Miller here trying to catch up to the rest of the field. The laps are winding down here, and Cale Stinson has been running a great race up front, and Chris Watkins has just been waiting in the woods, waiting to make a move, but he's running out of time to do it. If there's a time to make a move for Chris Watkins, it is right now, Tommy V.
Yeah, we're coming down to it. We're not going to have many laps left to go when we get back to green. It's going to be exciting. Everybody getting aggressive, going after it, boys.
It looks like they're going to wave the 49 of Chris Lawson around, so that way they can line up the front of the field without the lap down car in between. Anthony Miller in the pits right now. Not sure if that race car will make it back out, as he was one of the quick cars out there. So your top 5 running order, Tommy V. Cale Stinson is still in first. Chris Watkins running in second. Michael Dullard in third. Ryan Ayers is running in fourth. And in fifth is Cody Jarvis. And if I'm hearing race control right, we should be taking green out of turns 3 and 4. Do you think anyone has anything for the Snail, Cale Stinson, here in first?
It's going to be interesting to see. They're going to have to get a good jump. We're going to have about 5-6 laps of hard racing left to go, and should be a lot of fun.
I agree with you there, Tommy V. Pace truck lights are out. We are in turn 3, looking to roll out of turn 4 as the Snail looks to get back on the hammer. He has led all 24 laps. And here we go. Green flag out of turn 4.
going to be interesting. Leader got a good jump, but Watkins is right with him. Let's see if he can close the door to try to pass him. 3 wide for third right now, coming out of turn 2.
Ryan Ayers' car is coming alive here at the end of this race as he looks down to the inside of Dullard for third place. Ryan Ayers right around the bottom. Not enough as Dullard still on the outside and takes third back from him. As we've got a lot of guys trying the bottom of this racetrack as they're running out of time, and we got a good battle. Rucker up into the wall. Can he save it? Rucker was battling 3 wide with Wallace and Andrew Schaefer. We're getting down to the end of it. Chris Watkins on the bottom.
Side job. Is he going to get after it? Oh, almost. Not quite this time. Let's see what happens on turn 3 and 4.
Chris Watkins may be showing his cards too early to Cale Stinson. We'll see if he tries it again, but Dullard and Ryan Ayers are right there. If any mistake is made by either one of those drivers, those two are going to capitalize as we are clicking off the laps here. And this is a good battle. 1, 2, 3, and 4, all right up there within one another.
As we come by the start finish here, we'll have 2 to go. 1, then the white flag, and then the checkered.
And what will Chris Watkins do? I'm curious if he showed his cards too early. Ryan Ayers dives down to the inside, looks for a slide job, not going to hold it. As Ayers is side by side with Dullard down into 3 and 4. He's going to try it again down here on the bottom as Ryan Ayers is really trying to get that bottom to work. He's running out of time. White flag, Watkins down to the inside. And he was side by side with Stinson down the back straightaway into turn 3 and 4. This is Watkins' last chance to win this race, as they're 3 wide behind him. Coming to the line, give it to the snail, Cale Stinson. 3rd, Dullard. 4th, Andrew Schaefer. 5th was Ryan Ayers. What a race!
I have to agree with you there, Dewey. That was probably one of the more exciting finishes we've seen for a long time. Side by side by a nose at the end was still Stinson with the win, with Watkins taking second.
That was an awesome race. Oh, the snail Stinson holding off Chris Watkins, and one heck of a finish. Dullard will come home in position number 3. Andrew Schaefer will be scored in 4th. 5th, Ryan Ayers. 6th was Quinn Wallace. 7th, Cody Jarvis. 8th is James Nunn. 9th was Brant Morrow. And that is the end of the finishing order of cars on the track. For the rest of the finishing order, Jeremy Rucker comes home 10th, Chris Lawson in 11th, Anthony Miller in 12th, Joshua Battles 13th, and Michael Haman will come home 14th. But what a race. And we'll see if we can't get our top 3 in the booth with us, down on the track, and do some interviews. And pulling into the booth now, your 3rd place finisher, Michael Dullard. Michael, 3rd place. That was a heck of a race, buddy.
Boy, you're telling me. I kind of wish I would have put my Bloomquist tires on for that one. Holy smokes.
Yeah, Michael, looked to be pretty aggressive out there. What was the track like towards the back half of the race? Looked like it was developing a couple of extra 2 lanes. Sometimes you see guys 3 wide being able to hold it.
Yeah, it was definitely, the lanes were coming in. I think it was starting to rubber up a little bit, and you were definitely able to get that bottom side, or at least the middle group going. I saw a couple guys making some moves down there. That's what had me worried.
Well, Mike, it was an awesome race.
Yeah, that was a great race, man. You had a great showing in the heat, taking up 3rd here. Any sponsors, anybody else you'd like to thank at this time?
I just like to thank the guys for putting this thing on. It was a blast. Chris Watkins was a huge help in getting this thing to the front, so I'd like to thank him. And again, you guys put on one hell of a show, so I appreciate that.
Well, excellent. We look forward to seeing you. Hopefully, we'll be able to see you. You're going to be racing in the Gone But Not Forgotten 100 on Memorial Day with us?
You betcha, friend. I will have a memorial paint scheme on my car as well, so make sure and watch out for that.
Fantastic. Looking forward to it. Have a great week, and we'll see you then.
All right. Thanks, guys.
And that was Michael Dullard finishing in 3rd. we're going to try and get a word here with second place finisher Chris Watkins, see if we can't get him for a quick little interview here. And we're here with your second place finisher, Chris Watkins. And Chris, that was a heck of a race, man.
Oh yeah, it was. Man, I'm still shaking. That was awesome.
I thought you showed your cards a little too early to KO down there on the bottom. You almost had him. It was oh so close, but nonetheless, your car looked awesome out there on that slick racetrack.
Yeah, I didn't think there was anything on the bottom, so I was just gonna ride up there behind because I didn't want Mike to get a good run on me. So, and then I saw Ryan down there at one shot, and I was like, well, maybe there's something down there, and try it on the last lap. And I couldn't get enough to get by him. It was so close of a race.
Yeah, that was a lot of fun to watch, Chris. It was nice seeing you come back, make it tight at the end there. I thought for sure, you know, you maybe showed your hand a little too early trying to slide job early, but you were able to come back there the last couple laps and just about make it happen there at the start finish. So it was pretty fun to watch.
Yeah, it was a great race. He did a great job. I'd like to say thanks to my sponsors, Dodge Boys Fabrication and Aero Wraps, for the paint job they did for this race. And man, it was just an awesome race. I'm still shaking. I don't know what to say.
Yeah, it's pretty cool. And I know you've been very involved with putting together the NSRL Memorial Day Gone But Not Forgotten 100. Anything you'd like to say about that at this time? I know that I have to give away a gift here pretty shortly on the broadcast. I asked for the Marine Corps birth date, and I'll be announcing that winner just after our interview.
I'd just like to hope we get a good showing and have everybody come out to support a great cause for our veterans that served and, you know, lost calm but not forgotten. And just come on out and have a good time.
Yeah, I agree. It is going to be a blast. Look forward to seeing that next week. Hopefully I'll be able to get involved with that, maybe in the broadcast booth or maybe even driving the pace car, but it should be a good time. Well, thank you again, Chris, for running, Chris. Great job, and we will talk to you soon.
Thanks, guys.
And that was Chris Watkins, your second place finisher, and we're going to see if we can't catch up with your feature winner of the night in the number 84 Stinson Concrete Contractors, Foxhound Graphics, and number 84, The Snail, Cale Stinson. And it looks like we've got him here.
Yeah, go ahead and gather him up. Before we get to that, I just want to make a quick announcement. I threw out $5 iRacing credits to whoever come up with a Marine Corps birthday. We had a couple of different answers come back. Mr. Mad gave me 10th of November. That is correct, but not completely correct. Junove Plays says November 10th. Correct, but not completely correct. The winner of the $5 ice racing credits happens to be Alan Westman. November 10th, 1775. My Marine Corps came alive, baby. Congrats, Alan. I'll be sending that over to you this evening.
I like the little trivia. I think we should do that every week. That's pretty cool. But now, pulling in your feature winner of tonight, 30 laps flag to flag, earned it this time. The 84 car, Cale Stinson. Cale, welcome to Victory Lane, buddy.
Thanks, Dewey. Definitely nerve-wracking there with Watkins on my back. I mean, he threw a slide job, and I barely got in, or barely cleared him.
Yeah, me and Tom were talking here, and we thought that he showed his hand a little too early to you. He might have been able to pull it off there on the last lap, got you a little nervous, but you were able to hold on to her and power around the outside. And that last lap, man, that was thrilling. You guys really put on a good show there at the end of the race.
Yeah, we was about neck and neck. I can imagine how that'd look. Actually, I'm going to go watch the replay and see how it looked.
Well, you got any sponsors you'd like to thank here in Victory Lane?
Like I said, I mean, you, Dewey Lorzell, and Forrest Lane, I mean, been the two biggest guys to help me in sim racing. I really appreciate it.
It's not a problem, Cale. And thanks for coming out and running, and great job on the big victory for you here tonight. And hopefully you'll be back for the next sprint car race with these guys. And congratulations, buddy.
Yeah, I'll definitely try to be there. Thanks, Dewey.
And that was your feature winner, the 84 car Cale Stinson. Tom, this was a good night of racing here, buddy.
Yeah, it was. It definitely was. Really want to thank Simcast TV for putting this on tonight. Tom Jenks up there running the cameras. Congratulations to the winners in all the heats and in the feature, Cale Stinson. Pretty exciting racing tonight. Looking forward to next Tuesday with this running again. And you know what? Looking forward to the Memorial Day race coming up. That is going to be a lot of fun here this Memorial Day. The Gone Not Forgotten 100. Make sure you go into simcast.news to take a look at how to get registered and participate with some additional donations. Get registered to race for a $5 donation to the Wounded Warrior Project.
Yeah, you said it, Tom, and that's a great cause. At $5, it's not bad to give to a great cause, and it gets you into a 100-lap race that pays you pretty well. And you get to be a part of all this, the broadcast by Tom and Simcast TV, and you get to make a little bit of money while doing a little racing. You can never complain about that.
Yeah, definitely. And if anybody know anybody that wants to do some sponsoring out there, feel free to get in touch with us or go to that website. We would love to be able to put your business online while we're broadcasting these races. We're hoping to get, upwards of 60, if not more racers. See what we can do to get as many people as possible into this race. Like you said, again, it is for a good cause. And if you know anybody out there that wants to throw some sponsorship money up or some additional money to the Wounded Warrior Project or help building that purse that we've already built up to $200 right now, go check out the website, www.simcast.tv.news, and we will see you soon.
Yes, sir. That is Tommy V. I am Dewey. We appreciate all of you for tuning in and watching round number 2 of the 360 Summer Sprint Car Series presented by the NSRL. And for Simcast TV, Aero Wraps, Dodge Boys, and Ruthound Wired Hairs, and everybody here racing, watching, all of you everywhere, we thank you and good night.
You've got it all figured out now. Yeah, I won't interfere with you. You've got it all mapped out now. Yeah, I won't ride along with you. You've got it all under control now. Oh, I'm gonna take my hands off it. You've got it all figured out now. Yeah, yeah. What's the price for the ones that we love? Gonna cost you everything. Gonna cost you everything. Oh. What's the price for the one that we hold? Gonna cost your blood, sweat, and tears, all your fears and all your control. What's the price for the one that we love? Gonna cost you everything. Gonna cost you everything. Oh. What's the price for the one that we hold? Yeah, yeah, yeah. You've got it all figured out now. Yeah, I won't interfere with you. You've got it all mapped out now. Yeah, I won't ride along with you. You've got it all under control now. Oh, I'm gonna take my hands off it. You've got it all figured out now. Yeah, yeah. What's the price for the one that we love? Gonna cost you everything. Gonna cost you everything. Oh. What's the price for the one that we hold? Gonna cost your blood, sweat, and tears, all your fears and